All right, today we're talking solar power, and we're going to zero in on one single decision that can literally make or break your entire system. The difference between having reliable power and, well, a constant headache. So, you're thinking about going solar. That's awesome. And I bet you've spent a ton of time researching the best panels, right? But what if I told you there's another choice you have to make? One that most people don't think about nearly enough, but it's absolutely crucial for your long-term peace of mind. Yep. It's not really about the panels. It's about the box that runs the whole show. We're talking about the inverter, the brain of your entire setup. And to really get what's at stake here, let's follow the journey of a customer. Let's call him Mr. John. He's facing this exact choice. Does he go for the shiny, sleek, all-in-one box or something else? Okay, so first up is the option that, let's be honest, catches everyone's eye first, the all-in-one system. I mean, it promises to make everything simple in a world that can feel super complex. And when you first look at it, man, it seems like the perfect answer. So what is it exactly? Well, just think of it like the Swiss Army knife of solar power. It takes all the important stuff, the inverter, the solar charge controller, the battery charger, the transfer system, all the guts of the operation, and crams them all into one single, clean, compact unit. And you can totally see why this is so appealing, right? I mean, for both installers and homeowners, it's kind of like a dream. It's way easier to install, there's a lot less wiring to mess with, it saves a ton of space, and the whole setup is just faster. It's convenience in a box, plain and simple. So it sounds perfect. A simple, elegant solution. What's not to love? Well, there's a catch. A pretty big one, actually. That beautiful simplicity is hiding a fundamental flaw. And it's the kind of thing you only find out about, well, when it's too late. And this right here, this is the hidden flaw. It's a concept that gives engineers nightmares, and it's called the single point of failure. And for the all-in-one system, this is its Achilles heel. So what does that mean? It means because everything is packed into that one unit, if just one little part inside develops a fault, the entire system just stops working. I'm not kidding. The battery charger could fail, and poof, your solar charge controller and your inverter go down with it. Your whole system is dead in the water. And look, this is not just some small inconvenience. Just imagine it. Your home or maybe your business is running on solar, and then suddenly everything goes dark. Because the whole box has to be sent off for repairs or replaced, you could be looking at days or even weeks without any power. That's a huge, huge risk to take. Okay, so if that's the big risk with the all-in-one, what's the alternative? Well, that brings us to the other option, the separate component system. Now, this approach is built with a totally different idea in mind. It's all about one thing, reliability. So let's put them side by side. You've got the all-in-one, where all the components are integrated. One part fails, the whole thing fails. It's got a long repair time. But then you have the separate system. Here, every component is independent. The inverter is its own box, the charge controller is its own box, and so on. One unit fails, the others keep working, and replacing a part, it's quick. And honestly, this is the real game changer. Let's say your charge controller gives out. With a separate system, you don't lose power. You just replace the charge controller. You can swap out that one faulty piece, and boom, you're back up and running, maybe even on the same day. It's a modular design, and it's built to last. All right, I know this can get a little technical, so let's forget all the jargon for a second and talk about something we can all relate to, making food in your kitchen. Okay, so for a minute, just imagine your kitchen has one of those super fancy all-in-one cookers. You know the type. It's got the oven, the burners, the microwave, everything built into one sleek, modern appliance. That is our all-in-one system. Now, what happens if one of the burners on top just breaks? Well, you can't just pop it out and put in a new one. The whole thing is useless until you can get a technician to come and fix it. So while you're waiting, there's no burner, no oven, no microwave, no cooking, period. Okay, now picture a different kitchen. A simpler setup. This kitchen represents our separate system. All you've got is a gas cylinder, a tube, and a separate little burner that sits on the counter. So in this kitchen, if the burner stops working, what do? It's easy, right? You just go buy a new burner, hook it up, and you're cooking again in minutes. The gas is still good, the tube is still good. The rest of the system didn't care that one part failed. That is the power of a modular system. So let's bring it all back to that big decision about your solar setup. Now that you see the massive trade-off here, convenience versus reliability, how on earth do you choose which system is right for you?
Well, it really comes down to your needs. Look, if you're in a small apartment or you need something portable where every inch of space counts and convenience is king, the all-in-one system could be a great fit. But if we're talking about your home or your business, places where having consistent power isn't just nice, it's non-negotiable, then the separate system is, without a doubt, the winner. It's all about reliability and uptime.
And this quote right here just says it all, doesn't it? In environments where electricity is already unstable, the ability to quickly replace a faulty component and maintain power is essential. I mean, think about it. If you're getting solar because your grid power is shaky to begin with, the last thing you want is to swap one unreliable system for another. You need something you can count on and something you can fix fast. Reliability is just everything. So, at the end of the day, that's what we want to leave you with. This choice isn't just about tech specs. It's really a question about what you value most. So ask yourself this. When your power is on the line, what's more important to you? Is it simplicity up front, or is it rock-solid stability for the long haul? Your answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know.